Right now, we are sitting about 10 days for June to be over. We're going to have July coming through, and then August, where preseason starts for the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, looking at the roster for the Arizona Cardinals, there's still a lot of pieces that need to be implemented on this team. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. The biggest needs for the Arizona Cardinals. What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for stopping by in. If you guys are wondering what the heck this little thing is right here, it's the mic that I'm using right now. So I'm in the process of actually getting a new microphone. Hallelujah. I think it's long overdue. Definitely thank you. Shout out to all the channel members, everybody who's super chatted to this channel. Thank you so very much for helping fund this channel. Appreciate you guys. But let's dive right into it here. I want to talk about, the biggest needs for the Arizona Cardinals heading into the 2022 season. Now, obviously the offseason happened. Nothing very spectacular happened there. The draft happened, and we're just kind of waiting to see how these prospects end up, kind of shaking out. But there is some huge needs for the Arizona Cardinals, which I am hoping from, when I release this video to when preseason starts, we're going to have some movement happening. Now, to me specifically, I think there's three positions that we really need to keep our eye on. The number one being our defensive line, specifically in the interior. Now, yes, we have J.J. Watt. I'm fully aware that J.J. Watt, when healthy, is an incredible, player to have on there. He wreaks havoc. He's very, very good in disrupting that line and causing pressure in the interior for the, the opposing quarterback. So I'm fully aware of that. But, thinking about this team, really worried about what happens when he goes down, right? Yes, we have Zach Allen, we have Licky Fotu, we have Rashad Lawrence, but a lot of them never really kind of been that consistent player that I would love for them to develop into. Now, the best one out of all three of those is probably going to be Zach Allen, in my personal opinion. He's shown some flashes, especially when J.J. Watt went down, but it's still kind of a concern for me that I was really hoping that we would be able to address in the draft. Now, I get it, by the time that we were picking at the number 23rd spot, there was a lot of people off the board already, and we ended up just trading that pick to get Hollywood Brown. But that interior defensive line, it's really, really kind of concerning to me. And yeah, I hope we can kind of address it. There's still some people out there that the Arizona Cardinals can possibly get, but we just have to kind of wait and see what happens. The next position I want to talk about is going to be, I want to say cornerback. Now, I think last year I would have put cornerback probably before the defensive line, but the reason why I'm putting cornerback at the number 2 spot in terms of big needs is because we're trying to fill the need. Now, granted, it isn't the big time players that a lot of us want, right? Like the Stephon Gilmores and stuff like that. We are filling the need, or I guess trying to. We brought Jeff Gladney in on his unfortunate passing, but they definitely tried to bring somebody in. And on top of that, now we brought in Josh Jackson. So excited to see how he's going to develop. He was a former second-round pick from the Green Bay Packers. He was picked up, I think, the round after Jair Alexander. Green Bay Packers just went back-to-back cornerbacks, and he was a prospect that I was really excited about. But our best cornerback as of right now is probably best in the slot, and that's going to be Byron Murphy. Now, I know a lot of fans are really excited to see what Marco Wilson's going to be doing coming into this next season, but we're just kind of in that situation right now where I just don't 100% know what this cornerback's going to look like. It's either going to be really good and we're going to flourish, or it's just going to be kind of really, really bad news, and there's going to be a lot of wide receivers getting a lot of yards off us. So I still do feel like cornerback is going to be a position that the Arizona Cardinals need to address still, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens there. Last position I want to talk about is going to be the offensive line. Now, I know there's a lot of people saying that our offensive line looks good. Me, personally, I don't think it does. Now, if you can look at stats, you can look at these nice, pretty things that you see out there, on the internet, all these, other, networks out there that put, stats up together. They hold, Justin Pugh in high regard. Me, personally, I don't think so, especially on that right side of the line. It's all just swing right now. We don't really have people on there that I feel completely 100% confident in on that line. Now, granted, we have DJ Humphries, we got Pugh, and, obviously the drama, maybe not drama, but the situation that's been going on with Rodney Hudson, right? Is he coming back? Is he considering retirement? He did skip, mandatory OTAs. There's people saying that, yes, he got traded to the Arizona Cardinals, but he really didn't want to be here. And, everybody's questioning the Arizona Cardinals culture. Does he like Arizona? It's all kind of big speculations as of right now. But if we don't have Hudson coming into the next 2022 season. Now, granted, we do have him under contract, so the only really way that he could not be an Arizona Cardinal is if he retires or if we decide to trade him away. Now, I think that if he does retire, obviously that's going to put the Arizona Cardinals in a very, very deep hole, because looking at our roster as of right now, I don't feel like we have somebody that's going to be a plug-and-play player. And now we have some people saying we should use that first overall pick. Oh, I'm sorry, the first round pick that we got for the 23rd overall. We should have used it for Tyler Linderbaum. So it's kind of one of those things. I know we're all very excited about, getting Hollywood Brown, but now it's kind of like, man, now Rodney Hudson's putting us in this bigger hole. Now we have a center position that we don't really know what we're doing with as of right now, and we have that whole right side that we just absolutely don't know what we're doing. I know Kelvin Beachum, I don't know. I know Josh Jones can get thrown in there, but we just don't know what is going to happen with these key positions, and it's huge, right? Kyler Murray needs time in the pocket. Kyler Murray needs to do all sorts of things, and if we don't have a line that's going to be able to allow him to do those things, it's just going to be constant pressure, and he's going to get frustrated, and it's just going to be a whole downward spiral. So I really do feel like if Steve Keim and this front office can really look at other options in this offensive line, maybe we could trade somebody to get that another solid piece, at least on that right side, because the only pieces that I'm really confident in, and keep in mind, when I mean confident, I don't mean like, oh my God, they're all pro, they're going to be the best, left-hand side ever. No, I'm not saying that, but they're serviceable. We got DJ Humphries, and then we got Justin Pugh, but the rest of them, the center position, we don't know if Rodney Hudson's coming back. We don't know what the right guard or the right tackle is going to look like. So that's very concerning for an Arizona Cardinal fan. If I would be concerning for Kyler Murray as well. So those are the big positions that I feel like the Arizona Cardinals still need to address in this 2022 offseason so far. Like I said, right now it's like very close to June being over. I think we got about 10 more days. We got July, and then probably about a week or two into August, we're going to be starting that preseason. So it's going to be a lot of, let's see what the Arizona Cardinals can do. Maybe we can do a trade. Maybe we can pick some people up inside, that are still available in the free agency pool as of right now. So big positions, just to kind of recap here again. We got the defensive line, specifically in the interior. We got cornerbacks as well as the offensive line as well, especially on that right side and the right guard as well. So the right side and the center as well. So we're going to figure out what to do. Now, I think you can also put edge in there, right? We don't really know if these rookies are going to pan out. Right now we have Gardick and we have Marcus Golden, so we don't really know how the edge is going to work out for this Arizona Cardinal team as well, guys. So let me know what you guys feel about, what this Arizona Cardinal team looks like so far. Put everything in the comments below. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm out.